Somebody on there? Hey, we got all those. I got a big pile of motors. I don't know if this is gonna be excited for you. All that. I got all that to take apart. That should really drive people crazy, right? How we doing? Got a bunch of more motors to take apart. I can't even get to the other stuff I want to get to. You guys excited about that or what? That's all I got, really. I can bring you over there so you can see if you want. But what I got to catch up on these guys. I got all these stuff in the road. I know it's kind of boring, kind of very boring, but I don't know. Either I can bring you along and get to watch, or I just turn it off and go back to what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm really not building anything right at the moment. Well, I do have stuff to do, but I got a bunch of scrap I got to break down, so I did that. I did that the other day and started out with like, hello, hello, hello. Started out with like, you like me, huh? And so I started out with like 15 people, and before I know it, I lost everybody. But my options is to do what I'm doing, and hopefully I can get through it, and then move on to doing something else, because I want to get back to doing something else other than that. If you know what I mean. You got questions? I'll try to answer them for you. These are kind of boring. You know what I mean? Kind of boring, but you gotta get it done. Just get my stuff together because I didn't do that. didn't kind of do that before I turned the camera on. Usually I don't get, seems like I don't get people on right away. It takes a little bit, so that's my excuse. That's my excuse on the matter is, you know what I'm saying? Who we got out there tonight anyways? Who we got? I'm just trying to find my stuff. It was here the last time I used it, and then I moved it. Now I found it. What's here? $14. I'm getting it. Wish I had a tracking device so I could talk to you when I'm wandering around, figuring what I'm doing. But unfortunately, no tracking. I think this is a 14. Woo! Look at that, guys. I got 14. Oh, that's nice. Usually these guys take me 10 tries to get what I want. So I take these apart for scrap, and most of the stuff here just goes in the junk pile, and my junk bins are all full. I used to try to save all this stuff you pull apart, and I find that you know, let me say that got a lot of bins full of stuff that I'll never use. So. All right, getting right on to it today. Just trying to figure out what we'll have to do. Somebody got into the you know, when I'm not down here, somebody gets into it. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Always a plus if you can. We got snow this morning, and that's a delight. But now everything's all. Don't mind me, I put stuff down and. put stuff down in these glasses with these things on the side. They mess up your side vision a little bit. So I'm not sure. I need that nut until I throw it away, right? Okay, my stuff I was doing just a couple of days ago. I took the Friday and Saturday off from this motor device. I just drug them inside from outside because I figured I'd be back on it again because I don't know. Who's gonna do it if I don't do it? I got lucky. I didn't have almost all winter. I didn't do any of these. So, yep, all winter. I'm just looking for my side cutter. It says I was using it for something. I took them from there and used them somewhere else, and now I have not seen this happen. So I don't know, the nice thing about that is I bought some more that somebody hasn't got into yet. I bought a set of cheap Harbor Freight stuff, so I know they've seen it. I'm saying that as my boy, he shares the garage, so he sometimes takes over. Sometimes takes over. See, this is all die cast. Fine with that. So that's good to go, right like that. You can save those bearings if you like. That's what we're going to do. Then I just throw these motors over in the cut pile. When I cut this whole piece right off the side, and then I pull it apart. I pulled some motors already. If you want me to show you that, I can do that because I do have couple cut apart. I think still. Yeah, I got one cut apart. And I had a bunch more that I was working on too. Got that all set up too, so we find the need to watch me pull some of this stuff apart. There's one, and then I got a little one here. I like all these ones that just unbolt, because it's good for YouTube because I'm not spending a whole lot of time on one thing. This is just basic tin. This tin, you can save the screws if you like. I started with that initially, saving all these little screws, and what happened was well, you know, you save them and you save them and you save them, and guess what? When you go to need something like that, unfortunately, if you don't organize it in $25 bins, bins is the plastic things that I got. Then you can't find it. Then if you can't find it, what was the point of taking it all apart? Already been through that. I've actually seen some stuff. Some of the older guys who spent the time to take all that apart too, to save all those screws. And that in itself, I don't know if it's a disease, but it's definitely something you can't get back once you start doing it. And the bins are $20 a piece. I bought my first 4 from Menards, and had like a special on them, and I bought 4 of them, and then I went back and bought 2. They had 2, and then I bought 2 more, and then I went back to find them, and they're already out of them. So these were Stanley ones, I think. Yeah, they're Stanley. So then you got to go chase them down to find out who else sells them, and then better yet, you can't find them anymore, which is very annoying. Then I found them at Blaine's. Blaine sold them, and then they quit selling them, and then they went over to the other ones, all these screws could be used, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I need some screws for something or other. And then that's all clean. I mean, you know, strip for the metal. That I would like to peel that aluminum all off, but may not get to that because see, after I get done with, as soon as we get some nicer weather again, back like it seems like it's going to be spring, and then I'll be back working on an engine again. Because I got to take that engine back out of a Dodge truck again, so that'll be a hoot. Because we're unsure if they're going to send us the engine so I can swap the parts over to that one, or do I have to take the parts and set them aside in order, so then I can put it on the other engine, you know what I'm saying? And everybody says, buy American, buy American, buy American, buy American. Yeah, right. Buy American. Spend that big money and have it fail on you, and then get the runaround. Buy American. Not that we have a whole lot of choice in the matter, though. Could have bought another one. That's who he was talking about. I want to buy another one. Maybe you got a better choice on the second one. I don't think so. Every one of them is going to have some issue with it. Because that's what they're about. Especially if they got to get old. Wow, we're on a roll. I'm just getting these ones off the floor over here in the room. Because these are the ones I've been tripping over. There's the ones over here in the road. Of course, I probably could see. I probably wouldn't have that issue, right? Now these are good glasses. I like them. I wish I had them in different locations. But safety plus what you call it? Is they take these little guys apart here, and because there's some little brass or copper or something in effect. Is it going to be worth much money when we get done? I don't know. I just save it. I put it in the little bottle and try to keep it from going on the floor. Just find your best soda pop bottle. Then you just take all those in there before they get up on the floor, because they will. If you do anything here, you don't have a nice shiny bench like I see some YouTubers that have their benches are clean, just like they're so clean, like their mama came and cleaned it, like it, you know, like they haven't did anything. Some dude's like, "Hey, your bench is a mess. Like you never cleaned it up at all." How do you know? How do you know I never cleaned it up? Not much. I did want to say that I was pretty cleany for a bit, but not much. I wanted to, though. I wanted this to be nice and clean. But then I got the tool set up on here, and after that, it's all downhill. I think it's coming right up there. Isn't that nice? Need to find some bins. Need to find some more pails to put some of this stuff in. Should have been doing that yesterday instead. I was bringing motors in. Had some more motors sitting that I need to bring in so I could do this. So I get off work, I come down and do a live video and do a few motors and talk with you guys. If you guys talk to me and ask me what I'm doing and all that stuff. So, right. Ask me what I'm making, which some of the screws I save, some of the washers I try to save. Washers. The new washers you buy out there now are really super thin. You gotta use two washers. Two washers to do the same thing as one old one. This is just a, I believe this was a washing machine motor. So you find, if you find some reason to save these rubber bushings, then I suggest you do it, because they could come in handy. You really can. Give me a handy thing if you're wanting to mount something on rubber. But all right, so the hammer is around the corner. I use a different location and then I didn't get it back. So now I just break. You can either cut these things, and I've done that. And then found it was just better to just smack them until your arm falls off. And it will. It'll affect your arm swinging, because I'm up higher. I'm up higher than it should be. My benches were, I put them in too high, I think. I put them up so I didn't have to bend over so much. So that's for beating with a hammer. Yeah, not so good. So I just cut this little bit of wire off, throw it in there. That thing you can take apart too if you like. I don't find myself taking that one apart. Little sleeves could come in handy. It's good. It's a good idea to wear some sort of safety glasses if you're saving that. I save all that aluminum. These are aluminum ones, so if you can see in your vision, like why is he scrapping out aluminum ones? Because there's no value in it. I find it. I find there's value in all of it, but at least take these plates off here, because these are with a different type of aluminum than the other stuff. And this stuff flies all over the place. I got it all piled back up in there. Depends how hard I hit it. So I just take all that and throw it in the bin, and pull the wire over here to the side to take apart. I think I cut up probably a bunch the other day. Bunches of nuts. If you decide you don't want to do that for this part, you can at least take this part out. Because this little guy right here is also aluminum. The centrifugal weights. And there's some springs if you need those for some sort of project, because unfortunately everything you're buying now at the store is now at least 20 cents more than it was before. Yeah. So these ones here, pump the screwdriver in, pull this tin out, and this little bit of junk, throw it in the bin. You guys can't see me because there we go. I'm underneath you guys. All right, so I took that little wax crap out of there. And then I grab a hold of what's left of the inside of that, which is that stuff. And now she's empty. All right. And I got one more to do. You want to clean this up a little bit. Knock yourself out. If you don't want to, don't do it. Because depending on the abuses they've been put up with. I'm just gonna need a smaller hammer. I got a smaller one. Well, when you ever have to swing a bigger hammer, you don't need it. This is a much lighter hammer. So I got the same thing. Bring it over to the bucket and dig the junk out of it. Some sort of a waxy junk. Waxy junk. It's supposed to be like oil. It's supposed to be filled with oil. This one was rode hard and put away wet, so. All right, so now what do we got? We got 2 screws we got to take out of there. And find it before you should take and try to beat these out and find out that I can't do it and it won't work. And then I just found out that it was just smarter to cut those studs out, off. So now you get the studs off. Now you got to find some way of getting these little studs out of there. You know what I'm saying? It wants to bounce around on you. So somewhere or other right here I got like a little nail center punch. Little center punch. some here somewhere. I just used it to I used it out in outside, didn't I? Yeah, I took that outside to drill some holes in yesterday's video and brought it back inside, I think. Yeah. Probably still laying on the trailer there. Hopefully. No. It's over here. Over there. Some of the tools I put outside and brought back in. Unfortunately, I did bring them back inside because I've done that before. So this is just like punch in the center. And sometimes they come out. And sometimes they don't. It looks like to me that these guys have been rusted in pretty good. Holy moly, guys. Yeah. So how long do you want to do that? I think I did that too before. That tends to weaken it. It's hot. There. There you go. So that one just kept that little piece right there. This one will be doing the same thing. There we go. Now, closer. Tends to like, it's kind of like, you know, like you don't have anything else better to do than waste your time. This is what you want to do, right? All right. So it's free from steel now. Still got dust on it, dirt and all that stuff, but it's free from steel. That's what they want. No steel on it. Bin was getting kind of full on one side, so I just had to take and move it over. All right. What do we got next? We got another one. This one's one of those ones that I'd rather pass on, but unfortunately, it'll still be sitting there because I'll be the only one doing them. Again, there's some more of those little contacts that I took apart before. I just take them off, put them in the pile. It's probably not worth most people's time taking those apart. Old people will tell you flat out, that is a waste of my time. Now this one here, I have to take and cut apart. I do. And why you say that is because these ones are the older ones, make tags, and the older ones were a little bit better, and a little bit. And so I just take this plastic out of here that seems to get caught into the impeller. And then I got to cut all these guys here. Now there's I did find my Allen wrench set somewheres. I think I found it on the other table over here the other day. Holy moly, there it is. No. Not saying it's not the metric one, because some of these are metric. Let's see. Not going to work because it's the metric one. It's got 1, 5, 2, 2, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this guy here, I don't remember what it was. It was definitely not one of the ones I have. So, down here. And this set doesn't go up big enough. So, I don't remember what it was. I even tried beating one of these torques into it, and sometimes they would work. See, like that one right there? It would actually work if the screw's been loosened in the last 30 days. Watch. See? Because other than that, she just strips out. Yep. All right, now we get a little. Anybody new on there tonight? Anybody new there? We got the same people. We got 6 of you guys still watching, eh? And if you like to get sparked, that's the fun to do. Sparked. It's a word. It's a word. What occurs is there's some funny looking little clip here that I always seem to, don't always, but good majority of the time forget to take off. And then I have to go back and take it off. Then some sort of little rubber plastic washer thing. Why they put that on there? Yeah, I don't know. Hey, you still can't get it off exactly. And I did have a wire brush here that I use for that occasions. The occasion, if I can remember where I did my drill. Hey, drill. Hello, drill. And of course, that's one of the ones I just like to do the worst, is that one. Because even if I don't have to beat on it, I have to clean that guy up. So, yeah, you're really lucky. It rolls off there. Rolls off there and gets you on the foot, because then you might take the rest of the night off. Yeah, that's where you want the rest of the night off. That's how you do it. And sometimes you find it's a good idea to put gloves on when you're doing this. I suggest you do it. Alright, that's that one, same one that I took apart the other day, and I still got it, where the ball is aluminum. The ball is aluminum on the end, and it's got a burr on it. Must be because what I did the other day was, when I pulled these apart, I wanted to get the plastic fan, and so I banged on the end of it. And guess what? What I caused a burr on the end of this guy. And so that is what I'm dealing with now. And this is worth about a penny right here, this piece of aluminum. Probably worth about a penny. And maybe. If I'm lucky. And now it looks like I really want this penny. There's another one of those motors back there with the same thing on it. So for there's this little piece of metal right yonder. That little piece of metal will make it worth nothing. So now we got a piece of aluminum. Okay. So we're going to take all that goodness. Well, actually not. That one's the one we need to get that piece of metal out of. And didn't get it out. There we go. That's that little rivet that I was trying to get out of those other ears that was causing me grief. A little bit of grief. So now we got some clean metal. Aluminum. Die-cast aluminum, I'm told. I'm told there's some number to it too. Some sort of number to it. Some 903 or 609 or something. Alright, so this guy is what we went towards the part for right there. So that's going to go over in the pile to be cut. Cutting that off. Then, when it's cut, let me show you this before I go on to this other pain in the butt motor. So you can take and peel all this. You can peel all this aluminum here off. We've done that before. My son says that's a real waste of your time. What he said. That's a real waste of your time. I'm like, don't remind me about my time wasted on taking scrap apart. Some more of that's in there. It's all in there. That should be worth, big money. No whammies, big money though. Alright, so we're going to get you up here so you guys can see me taking one of these motors apart, because I need a little break. So today I went to save no money. I'm going to go to save no money, but I wasn't sure what I was going there for, so I didn't go. And now that I'm here working on this, I can surely tell you what I was going to get. So that would be some more of this shaft stuff. So I can that's what it would be. unfortunately, I came home because I couldn't remember what it was. I just don't want to go in there and wander around. Another thing is, instead of this wrench thing, I was going to take and get a piece of pipe that I already might have, make a T-handle for this by cutting off my India wrench. Consider I don't use the end anyways. I use the open end. The closed end. So we just grab a hold of this. And just pull that up out of there. That's all. It's all copper wire. So we threw that in the copper wire bucket, which you couldn't see because there it did. I'd like to pull out the regular wire out of it. I can before I. That goes in the other container. Now that I broke that apart, there's some more copper wire. That would have came totally up together if I didn't do what I just did, which was pull that wire out. So there you go. Here's some more of it. That stuff tends to cause it to be not as good as it's supposed to be if it's not there. If that makes sense. All right. So that's one down. What do I got next? I got one little guy here. One little guy. And that would be all the ones that I've already cut up. Cut up means get ready for this. Get ready for this guy. So this is set up. I have this set up so I can bring this guy in. On that. One time I had some little pieces of there that I cut up to go behind here because it was just to unthread and thread, unthread and thread this thing back and forth. I just stuck 1-inch blocks underneath it. And it seemed like it tended to save me a little bit of time. Just a little bit. But one of the things about this is I can't get my grabbers into it. So sometimes I gotta cheat at it. If you're following along. Cheat a little bit by yanking it up with something else and then getting it to that. Let me show you. See, I can't get onto it. So I got these guys that sometimes I can pull it up enough. And I've actually had these guys. I think I've done like this before too. I've done that on that. Sometimes it grab, sometimes it won't. Today it may not because I'm trying to make it work for a video. Let's see. Nope. So you're not going to grab. Let's see. Try again. Alright. Let's see if we can hold it there long enough. Probably not going to do it for me. Nope. I've had it where I've been able to grab that grabbed onto that, and then I was able to pull it up out of there. Seriously. It worked for me one time. But today. Nope. See, I've already grabbed it beyond the pulling point. There we go. Oh, oh, great work. Nope. They can't get, they don't have 4 hands. There we go. Nope. It's not going to work. It's just easier to do it this way. So anyways, it's folded still anyways, so you can get a hold of it. And you can pull it out enough to actually get a hold of it with the other one. It's almost out anyways. Last time I had this doing this, I said I wish I would have put some sort of grabbing ears on the bottom. Problem is I would have took the strength out of it to do that. Not much to it anyways. I think initially before I grabbed this design, not like this, I ended up using just these cords there. But anyways, it's almost done. Then every once in a while you get that thing going on. Yeah. Well, there you go. That's taking one apart. Like I said, all I need is some more shit, some more of this thread of God. I wish I could find something that's not cold-rolled. It's cold-rolled has a bend on it. If I get a little stiffy one. There you go. That's that. That's usually some copper in there, so just take and wipe it off and throw it in your bucket. Alright? That's the only ones I got tore down. So now I can go back and do the same ones again. Here's one that's I was going to try to cut apart. And then I couldn't get the grinder in there. And then I was going to beat it senseless. And then decided that it was time to call it quits for the night. But guess what? I'm back doing it begin. Just a little bit of beating, just a little bit, and then give you some room to work on your motor. Somebody come up with a design that I've seen somebody do and I wanted to do it and still haven't did it yet, and that would be put this out farther from the end, but not yet. We'll get some of this metal that's taking up room in here. You guys ain't gonna leave on me if I take off for a second, are you? You might though. Just take a short pee break. Just a short one. That wasn't long, was it? Was I going a long time? Huh? Oh, you guys can't see squat. Sorry about that. I thought I moved you guys back when I was done. All right. Now we're on this one here. Fan motor from AC, I think. Okay, dummy. Don't you know how to get these apart? No, I don't. There we go. Still doesn't come apart. All right. There you go. That bucket's now emptier, but might be able to get somebody to get me some buckets, probably. I have to go to Menards and buy some. Think? That's the only way you get empty buckets is you have to go spend money on them. I love spending somebody else's money on stuff. I don't know what size screws these are, but they have these little universal battery pliers that seem to work out right in case you need long screws. Another mount. You want me to get a different camera mount? You can't see? You can't see, huh? I'm right there. Whatever you do, don't ask for your money back. I don't have any money to give back. So but you gotta give it to get it back, so I haven't seen anybody give me any money yet. So I don't think it will. No time soon. Alright, so I had like a 9mm. Yeah, I had some vice grips up there too. They, I think they walked away. There we go. Yeah, when I was hot and heavy into these guys, I took in had a little socket set, so I wasn't doing this kind of nonsense. Looking for a pair of vice grips and battery pliers. There, yeah. Get it apart. Well, if you like watching me work, you can always subscribe if you feel like if you feel the need. But if you don't worry about it. Oh, some dummy missed one. Wonder who that'd be. Still doing the pickup. How's the weather in your neighborhood? We got 2-3 inches of snow today after some major high winds yesterday. We did not have any trees down on the property, but I'm sure somebody had some trees down somewhere. Alright, so that nose going. That nose going. That. think tonight's going to be the night. And I'm picking up stuff already. There we go. Look at that, Leah. Got it right apart. Got that wax rope thing out of there. That was fun. And you guys seen it all, didn't you? Alright, there's one. One without the junk in it. The other one, that's the wax I'm talking about. The wax in it. That'd be good to do anything with it. If I could, let's see. You probably took that right down between that, and all night long you'll be chewing on that oily goober. Oily goober. You know what I'm saying? All night. Pretty oily though. I don't know what kind of oil it is, but it's oily. All right, that's the other half of it. Got stuck in the buck. There's some more of it. They were, I think they were worried about this one because they had it on both sides. And on both sides, will you? Alright, so you just take all that garbage there and just throw it in the trash. Unless you needed it for something. It's all stuck in there. All right, there's one. Well, there's two. Of course, it's dirty. Still going to be dirty aluminum, but I got to cut this guy. Put a slice in that band there. Got a little slice in that band. If you like sparks, this is not the this is not for you. You don't like sparks. And I like sparks because I like to smell my hair burning. You know what I'm saying? All right. I got a bunch. I got a few that I need to cut up, so I'll give you a different view of what I do. A different view of what I do. I'm going to run you over this way. Get some motors up. Because you guys are getting dizzy standing there. You guys still there? Nope, just the last 5 of you. That's all right. That happens. They don't come back. I'll have to take a break. I had to watch my hands, and then I moved the camera over here so I could do something over here. And what happens is switching the camera from camera mount to mount. It just happens. All right. The next thing I got to do is take and cut some more of these motors apart, and so I can pull them. And so I got a pile of them down over here. Piles like a few. And so this is an old Sandblast cabinet I set up for cutting them. And the ones that tend to cut the easiest. I could zoom the camera in a little bit closer if you like. I don't have a camera down here anymore because it's so dark over in here and you can't see. So you guys are seeing better from that distance, if you believe it or not. And so what I have inside there is a cutoff grinder. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you kind of get a little bit. Unfortunately, I'll be kind of in the road still because my stomach's bigger than my eyes. All right. So I have this light I swing over top that shines in there because the light inside there would just get all dirty with the dust. I only cut so many. This is a new grinder because my last one ran it too hard and ran it too hard. Like I can bring the camera over here and show you what it looks like inside, but it's not. Just like a rotisserie. A rotisserie. These are all aluminum, of course. And like I said, I cut them all apart. This is aluminum. That's aluminum. And that one's aluminum. Well, we cut them all the way down, take them all apart, and get our maximum money. Get the maximum amount of money we can out of everything. Even if the pipsqueaks that are doing YouTube videos say no. And that could be, you could be saying that about me too. So I do two, and I keep an eye on how warm the grinder is getting. And like I said, this little shield here is because I took the shield off the grinder. So it gives me better, also gives me better visibility of the grinder inside too. So I can see underneath it versus the shield on top of it that I had before. So if you're gonna make just an I say to you, if you're watching this because you want to do something like this, make this stuff the way you want it. Don't listen to somebody else tell you how to do it, okay? Because it's a better thing when you make your own stuff because you made it the way you want. This one's copper though. You can see that. you know, when you make your own stuff, you're pleased with what your own stuff is, and then you want to do it. Now, if you make somebody else makes the device that you're going to use, most of the time you won't like to use it. I don't know how I come up with that, but that's what I find is most of the time somebody else makes something that doesn't work for you, and so you don't want to use it. So make your own stuff the way you want it, the way you'll be happy with it, so that way you'll use it, and then it'll get done. You know what I'm saying? This other one I cut was aluminum, and it looks like to me I'm going to need another rod. I don't remember what size it was, but so this one's aluminum. You can tell because it's shiny. See, aluminum. And there's the other part of that one. This copper. You can tell the difference. Easy tell. Easy way of telling. Pretty easy. Just make your own little device that you want to spin around. Grinder's getting kind of warm. What do I got left? The bigger aluminum ones tend to be take a little bit more time. They tend to clog the stuff up. Without a shield here, you got to be careful. You can come up and hit this guard. Or the other thing you can got to be careful of is you can drop that grinder. You can drop that cutoff wheel right on your finger. And you don't want to lose a finger. see and kind of wonder what's this guy doing. Alright, so one hand is holding the grinder on this side, and the other hand is rotating them on the rod. So the rod is just holding them so I can get a hold of them. I don't recall of showing this yet, other than like a picture with it already shut off. Of course, I'm going to show you with a shut off as it is, anyways. But let me bring you up there. So it gets smoky in there and all that stuff. So what I do right now is I just rotate that around, and that cutting wheel's spinning. And then I just cut them like this. I keep my hand away over here on this side here. All my fingers are touching this in the motor. Okay? And if you can't see then, let me bring the shield up so the smoke can release. And there you go. Now you can see better probably, right? There you go. So my fingers are always on this side of the motor. They're always touching this side of the motor. I don't have any finger over that way. Okay? That's how I'm turning it. A little bit at a time, little at a time. Now this side, my hand's in this glove right there, in here, holding this guy down against there, controlling this. So I got my glove like this. It doesn't get over by the wheel. It's just touched like that. Probably another way of showing it better is probably to take the shield out of the way. You know what I'm saying? So my hand's always on this thing here, and the other hand's on that side, so I never touch any contact with that wheel. And then I can either push down or just let it do itself. Alright? Now that I got the glove on, I can't get it off. Right? This glove here is just a Sandblast glove for my Sandblast cabinet. And I'm trying to get my fingers out of it, and I can't. There we go. So this is just a Sandblast glove on this side here. I was going to put a glove on this side here so I can get in there and turn that. But what I'm finding is this glove is pretty stiff. Actually, I just like the whole deal where I can, if I needed to jerk real quick and get back for whatever reason, something's going on, this hole being like this gives me quick access to pull. So, yeah. And sometimes it takes a long time, depending on how long it takes. See, usually it's a little quicker than that on these guys, but these are both aluminum. Again, not worth the value of copper, but I got that many and these guys left. That big one there has to be cut with a grinder. Huh? What do you guys think of that, eh? Huh? I wish I could tell you what you're saying, but I don't know what you're saying. But that's what I did. This is a Sandblast cabinet that I got for not too much. I didn't pay too much for it. Now she's pretty hot right now, so I need to let her cool down. I got this little light over here, so this is an old thing. So I can just move it out of the way and then bring it back over. switch on this because I just have one switch on it to turn the light on and off. Should have a switch on it. But then if I have another switch, I'm trying to figure out which one to switch. Switch to switch, you know what I'm saying? Which switch do you switch? You guys gonna see the... Whoa. You guys feeling the big zoom in. Sorry about that. There you go. Whoa. Whoa. So I only have one switch down here in the bottom. That's just to turn the light off. I used to have it on both. I used to have the light and this on the same thing. Problem is I turn the light off, I turn the grinder off, my light shuts off. So I want to put another switch here, but I haven't did it yet. Then I got to play tiggly-wigs with the which switch is which switch. Which switch is the which switch? You know what I mean? So this needs to cool down. It's just hot enough that that if I keep my hand long enough, it's hot. So we're almost to 2 hours. I only do 2 hours and a good given evening on AC. And on a given evening, on the evening. Just turn the fan. I just turned the heat off because it's warm in here. And if I keep looking that way, it's because I'm looking at a monitor. The monitor. Usually have my phone as the monitor, but tonight I just got it on the TV. So, hey, so if you want to help me out, you can subscribe to this channel. I got another channel that I'm trying to get enough 50 subscribers to, and I'm at, I just turned 40. It's called Along the Rail Fans. Along the Rail Fans. And it's, I just want to get 50 people. That's all I need. That's all I need. 10 more of you guys can help me out. I'd be appreciated. I'll take one at a time. However you can help me out. Along the Rail Fans. So I can do live, just like this, live, free. It's not costing you nothing other than your internet service. And you get to follow along. Sometimes I do split this. The reason why I tell you to subscribe is because right now I could just like a couple buttons and I can put it on just subscribers. So I've done that a couple weeks ago. I did that. So usually when I start talking about subscribing, people just leave because I don't know. They just don't want to do it. You can't force me to do it. Yeah, but I can put it on subscriber mode and then you can't watch. So if it's important to you to watch the free videos, then you might want to consider pushing the subscribe button. And that way, because all I got to do is like click this, go down to this, go to anybody, which is on right now, and click it off anybody. And guess what? No more. You don't see it for free. Yeah. People don't like that. People start leaving when you start talking about that. Well, I ain't gonna watch you then. Don't watch me. Really, because I'm not getting any money for this. So if you can help me out by subscribing to my other channel or subscribing to this channel, I'll take it. I'll take it more subscribing to my other channel. Once I get 50 subscribers or 60 subscribers, if you guys like, hey, I don't want to be subscribed to this guy's channel, wait till I get 50 subscribers for I think it's like a couple weeks, and then unsubscribe. But until I get 50 subscribers, I can't do any live videos like this. I'm not trying to be a jerk or whatever else, idiot. like the rest of the people that are out there. I just need to help with it. It's called Along the Rail Fans, and it shows a railroad track. I can show you a picture if you need to see the picture. I know a lot of people can't communicate with me, and I got that. I understand that. Uh, I can't. I'm too old to figure out everybody's language. Um, Again, these are all pre-recorded. So like, hey, I want to watch it tomorrow, but I'm going to somewheres. Well, tomorrow it'll be able to watch it pre-recorded videos because they just like right now. Once I get done with this, you can go back and see the one I did yesterday, and the one last week, and the one I did last year, or whatever back. So that's all I'm asking for. I can show you a picture of it, but most people you ask them and they love the free videos, and yeah, I love free video content, and I'm not going to subscribe because that's the kind of person I am. And I can go along with you on that because there's a lot of people that I watch that I'm not subscribed to. I get it. I'm well aware of it, the whole subscribing thing. So I'll just show you a picture of it. That way, kind of, you get like, hey, you never showed me a picture of it. Or better yet, you want to think about it. You want to think about it for overnight. So that's what it looks like. Along the rail fans. It shows a little engine at the top. Shows this railroad thing over here. Over there, wherever it's at. Yep, I'm at 40 subscribers. I need 10 more. If you can help me out with that, that's all, you know. Then once I get enough subscribers, and then YouTube will let me do live videos like I'm doing right now. Then you can unsubscribe. Can you help me out? Could you be that kind to me to help me out? Probably not. Better yet, can't understand me. That's why I showed you that picture. I'll be back tomorrow night. All right. I know that. It's just I get another on a given night. Now, if I click this off, I get like 200 people that stop by, and they never said anything, and they're just wondering what I'm doing tonight, and they don't want to subscribe, and I'm just interested in not so much this one, it's the railroad one. The one I just showed. That one I need to get 50 more subscribers to. You're all cool, Richard. I'm just looking for this one. That one I want to do live videos on it, but YouTube won't let me do live videos on that channel until I get 50. I'm at 40 now. And every time I do this, I get one more person helps me out. So I just keep beating the drum. I keep beating the drum and somebody helps me out. Like I said, once I get past the 50, and I don't know how long it's supposed to be though. Let's give me a month. Once I get past the 50, if you think that my boring video, railroad videos are boring, then unsubscribe. But that's it. I just need the help to get past that. And I think once I know that on this channel here that you're watching right now, if I go down to the train yard during the daytime with this channel here, and I set a live camera, I get a lot. I get a lot of people. that like during the daytime, like, oh yeah, that's cool, yeah, you know, um, and they're like, well, I'll subscribe to the channel because it's good. I said, thank you, but I really don't need any. Well, I just want to get subscribers to this channel so it can do its own thing. And this channel here will just continue to grow, I think, because it looks like to me. I mean, it's only been 8 months and I've like doubled in subscribers because they like this free content and no ads and no ads. There's no ads on it. You ain't got every 3 seconds an ad come up. Every I don't know, it's not 3 seconds. It's not 3 seconds because I've watched somebody's video the other day I was watching. It was 25 minutes. And in the 25 minutes, there must have been 4 ads that you couldn't bypass. So, was his stuff that great? No, it wasn't. It wasn't that great. But I'm not going to keep beating the drum. If you guys can help me out by subscribing to that channel, it'll really help me out. And like I said, I don't do it this. I haven't done this now in 3 weeks. I haven't said anything about this, and I'll leave it. And I always leave it till the end. So if somebody's like, oh, this guy, this bald-headed, whatever you want to call me, I've heard it before. I'm gonna go. If you guys can help me out, if you can, and not, I'll be back another time doing the same thing. I'll be barking about it. Trying to get people to help me out. It's kind of like, it's a long. The S is not on there. Along the rail fans. And it shows like it's all over uppercase, but I put it in lowercase before and it went in. Let's see. Let me go back. Let me go out of this channel, out of the channel. Let me go back to, let's go to the channel we're on now. And then I'll put in, oh, I'm intelligent, so intelligent. They're like, oh, you can't find it. I'm scrolling down. I can't find it either. Oh, I can't find it. Maybe today I'm not going to be able to find it because somebody said they couldn't find it. They said they found it without the S on the end. That's what's one of the other people that looked it up before. ALONG, the rail, FAN. Let's see. Wow. Right there. Right there. Right there. What I put in was ALONG space THE space RALS. No S. No S. And it showed right up. No S. No S. Right the top one right there. I got that thing showing right now. Finder? Yep. And it has a notification on it right now. Top one. That's for a video for Tuesday. You find her? Look, that's it. Okie dokie. And it looks like that. With a little railroad track thing on the side there. Little railroad track. And it doesn't have the S on the end. I put the S on the end, but YouTube decides that to mess me up because it looked like rail fans. But YouTube decides to mess me up, and so somebody goes to put that in, like I tell you guys, and it don't come up. Find it? I keep hearing myself reverb off the. I keep hearing myself reverb off the other TV in the background. Did you do it? All right, tomorrow night, same time. I don't even know how to do that. Oh. I can. Sorry. Hey, you got to give me a break. You got to give me what? Yeah, I know how to do it. I just come on my video, and then I put on the bottom. Just like that. There you go. That's my pin. I don't know how to pin it. There is some sort of thing on here that says pin, but there is some sort of pin thing, but I don't know. Maybe try it. Let me try it. Let's see. No. Not that. Let's see. Community mod on none. I didn't do it. Anyways, that's it right there. You guys can help me out. I got to go work tomorrow morning, so like everybody else. So. Yep. That one there. I try to click on doing live videos on it, and it keeps saying, "Oh, you're almost there." I don't know. Are you asking me to pin it tomorrow? I don't know. That's the same thing. It says like you're almost there to do live videos, but you need 50, and I'm at 40. 50, 50, 90, 90. All right, you guys have a good evening. It's been great. No, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful. Have a good night. Tomorrow night, I'll be back.